Lone Wolf Customs.
Howdy, y'all. Cleaned the wheels today. Used some kind of acid. I don't remember what the brand was. They're looking pretty good. They're pretty shiny. Look a lot better than the off-coloredness that they were. This one still got a little paint on it I'm gonna have to take off. Ain't too big of a whoop. Plus, I shot the head and valve cover with that same acid, which is weird. I guess the quality of the valve cover aluminum isn't as good as the aluminum on the wheels. So when I shot the wheels, literally, that's just me shooting the wheels, spraying it off with water. After it sat on there for a little bit, foamed up and all that good stuff. And you see how clean and nice they look. That, now see, the head done the same, done like the wheels. I shot it with it and sprayed it down with water. Fine. You know, it had some oil and everything. Which, surprisingly, I tested the theory that aircraft stripper will take oil and grease off. It does. So that's how I cleaned it. I put aircraft stripper on the head and shot it down with that. It got underneath the oil, lifted it. When I sprayed it down with water, all that shit came off. So that was nice. But the valve cover, when I sprayed it, I let it soak for a while. It foamed up, done all the same stuff as everything else done. But then when I sprayed it off with the water, it was black. So, I don't know. So I had to sand it and all that wonderful shit to make it look halfway decent, which I'm going to end up going over that and polishing it and everything. Either that or see if my buddy will do it. I think he's got the equipment to actually do it good. But that's looking 1,000 times better. The head, actually playing around with it and everything, the head looks like it's in good shape. I may even be able to use that head, even though I'm buying a whole nother truck with another motor. Plus, I took and wet sanded the cam. I shot the cam down with acid. I shot it down with aircraft stripper, which got all the oil and grease and crap off. And then the acid ate a lot of the rust chunks off and all that. And then I freaking wet sanded any residual and then shot it down with acid again, and so on, so on, so on. And now the cam looks actually pretty good. You know. So, and then I soaked it completely down with oil so it didn't rust again. Of course, if it gets a little light rust, that's nothing. I can, clean that up fairly easy. I've done that before. I've sanded cams before to get them surface rust, but this one was in pretty rough shape and I didn't know if it was going to work. So I didn't want to do a how-to or anything fancy, not knowing if it would work. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. Motor still turns over. It's not seized itself again. Of course, it's soaking in motor oil, so it shouldn't have any issues. That's pretty much all I've done. The truck's basically exactly that way the last video showed it, other than cleaning wheels and cleaning aluminum parts, a few things like that. So I did clean a little on the carpet and the little door pedal over here. I haven't done that side at all, but I need to really vacuum before I try to clean the carpet much more. But it's coming along. It's turning out halfway decent. If I can get it running and driving, technically it's basically should be a nice little truck. I really like those wheels. I had people say that they didn't like them and stuff. I had people say they did like them. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like everybody else does with these wheels and paint this part black and leave this part shiny, or if I'm going to do something different and use a different color maybe, or maybe even go and do body color down there. That's kind of old school. People used to do that kind of shit back in the 80s, 90s, back in the static mini truck world. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right. Bye.